specially designed kits for newbies and showing you step-by-step demonstrations to get you started on your jewellery making journey. Get started with Jewellery Maker every Thursday at 6 p.m.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to book towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hi everyone, it's Mark here. As many of you know, this Sunday morning, the 27th of September, is all about the Crisscross. So we thought, let's get the Wall of Fame included in on it as well. So if you've taken this technique under your wing and you've made pieces at home, send us a photograph to studio@jewellerymaker.com with your name, address, and just a few words about how you feel about the Crisscross design. Before Friday, 25th of September, midnight, that's the closing date and the closing time. Send them to us and I'm going to have the pleasure of not only bringing them to air, but also choosing one to win credit to your Jewellery Maker account. So that's Crisscross Designs, Wall of Fame, studio@jewellerymaker.com before midnight on Friday the 25th of September, and we'll look forward to sharing your lovely pieces with us in the show on Sunday morning. We'll look forward to seeing you then.
Hi there, my name's Charlie Barron. I'm a 6th generation pearl dealer and trader. I'm going to be bringing to you the best, the most wide-ranging and diverse pearl collection we've ever brought to you at the Jewellery Maker. We're going to have extraordinary pearls from all across the South Seas, through Tahiti, through those Tahitian pearls, and of course those golden pearls from the Philippines. I'm super excited and I cannot wait to see you then.
Jewellery Maker are proud to work alongside some of the biggest brands in the industry. Keep watching for these brands and many more here on Jewellery Maker.
Hello and welcome to Jewellery Maker. If you have just tuned in, this hour is all about the beginners here at Jewellery Maker. So if you've been thinking maybe over the last few months about trying out jewellery making, about giving it a whirl, maybe you've tuned in before and watched Jewellery Maker and seen some of our guest designers here that we have, and they've given you a little bit of inspiration. Maybe you haven't, maybe this is the first time you've tuned in. If you have just tuned in for the first time, it's the perfect time, let me tell you, because in this hour we've got lots and lots of treats coming your way. We've got lots of genuine gemstones, we've got tools to get you started, and we're also joined by our guest designer Claire Macdonald as well, who is an expert, I have to say, at wire work, especially. How are you, Claire?
Thanks very much. What an introduction.
I know, yeah. Jewellery Maker to the stars. Watch this space. Watch this space. Claire will be with us for the next hour, and she'll be here to answer any questions that you have. If you are struggling with particular techniques, such as one that I struggle with, actually, wrapped loops, something I've never been able to get right, still not now. We all have to start somewhere with jewellery making and with our jewellery making journeys. So if you've got any questions whatsoever, take advantage while Claire is here. Now the text number for you to text in is 78070. It can be anything you like, any help you need, whatever, just text in. If you are watching on the web, just below the live feed, there is a little box that says send message to studio. If you type your message in there and click send, it all comes through on the same system. So do get interactive with us throughout this hour as well. Right, let's show you what we've got coming up in this hour. We've got Lapidolite. Now these are last of stock. These have been on once before. We're going to bring them to you in about 20 minutes time. They are last of stock, an incredible gemstone, completely natural. They're beautiful, aren't they? And these as well, great design already, might give you a little bit of inspiration as to what to do with these as they are, maybe just restranding. We'll have a little look at those later on as well. Right, I've got two fantastic kits coming up for you as well. Just have a quick look at these. Great if you're brand new. two fantastic kits, lots of components here that are going to see you on your jewellery making journey. Right, tools of the trade. Right, have a look at these ones here. Now these round nose pliers are an essential. So when it comes to jewellery making, there are 3 essential tools that we recommend. One are cutters, the other chain nose pliers, and the other round nose pliers. Those are your 3 essentials. Now round nose pliers are used for creating curvature in your wire, as Claire will demonstrate in a little while for us. So if you are making your wrapped loops, if you're rosary linking or anything like that, this is where we would need our round nose pliers. They're perfect for making things like earrings as well. XTGX13 is your code for these particular pliers. The telephone number that you need to be dialing is at the bottom of your screen. It's 0800 644 655. It is a free telephone number. It won't cost you a single penny to get involved with us here. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Alternatively, you can download the app as well. So if you go to your app store, search for Jewellery Maker, download the app free of charge. You can take us everywhere with you then. You will need this tool within your jewellery making journey, so do make sure. Now, if you're a regular to us here at Jewellery Maker, that is absolutely fine. We do generally always need more than 1 pair of the essentials. You might keep 1 pair in your craft bag, for example. It might be that you have a pair in your workshop or your workroom. It might be that you actually teach. Lots of us doing that virtually at the moment as well via Zoom. It's working though, isn't it? We're still being able to jewellery make. XTGX13 is your code for these. 0800 644 655 at just £3.95. There's lots of people multi-buying for those ones. Which ones are those? Sorry. Oh. 3 in 1. Have you seen these?
Yes, you've got the 3 in 1, haven't you? Yeah.
I've not seen this tool.
Really clever, aren't they?
It's brilliant. This is brilliant. So 3 essential tools in one go. So I was just saying the cutters, the round nose pliers, and the chain nose pliers, all in one tool here. This is brilliant, space saving. It's fantastic. So you've got your cutters for cutting your wire. So again, it doesn't matter what medium it is here at Jewellery Maker. So it might be macrame, it might be kumihimo, you might be working with clay, such as your silver clay or your polymer clay, you might be chain mailing, whatever it is. You will need cutters at some point. You will need to make a jump ring at some point. You will need to use a head pin at some point. So really, really handy. Your round nose pliers, as I've just showed you, for creating that curvature in your wire for things like wrapped loops, rosary linking. Your chain nose pliers, so essential. You see you've got this flat surface to your chain nose pliers. So these are absolutely brilliant for opening and closing your jump rings. They're so essential. And also in wire work, you know, if you're trying to tuck away some sharp bits where you've cut your wire and things like that, they're great for that also. £12.95. You've essentially got 3 tools in one here. 0800 644 655. Bead along range, absolutely fantastic as well. We bring you lots of the bead along range here at Jewellery Maker, and they've got amazing reviews. ICBN 15. Just to let you know as well, you've got a 60-day money-back guarantee. So your 60 days doesn't actually start from today. It starts from the day that you get these items delivered to your door. Then you've got 60 days to make up your mind. It's a no-quibble money-back guarantee. If you've got them in your basket, make sure you're checking out for those ones. Right, I've got some more. So these are your chain nose pliers, but these have got a longer length on them. These are great for things like chain mail as well, aren't they?
Yeah, really good, yeah.
Claire,
really,
you must use yours all the time because you're a wire worker as well, don't you?
Yeah, I think probably my chain nose, like you say, chain nose and your round nose and your cutters are your absolute essentials. So they're very, very good for, like you say, for chain mail, if you get 2 pairs, for opening and closing your jump rings. But also with your wire work, you might have, you know, there might be something where you need to get in and it's easier to have that longer nose. So yeah, really, really good.
Perfect. 0800 644 655. We haven't got a huge quantity of these, so do be quick coming in. Graphics are just on their way for you. So again, join us on the website. If you come through on the web, www.jewellerymaker.com, if you click on the buy and watch now, watch live, if you scroll down, you'll actually see every item that has been aired so far today. Now, our on-air prices are discounted prices, okay? So you can actually shop on the website any time of day or night. There we are. You can shop any time of day or night. If there's a particular item you need, if you're looking for a particular gemstone, particular shape, particular tool, they're all there. You can buy any time of day or night. But when you click on the buy now and watch live, you'll have the on-air pieces, the aired pieces. So when you tune in and you watch live, we discount the prices, we slash the prices for you. So all of those prices there are discounted. They're discounted. That's everything that we've had on air so far today. You can still get them at the on-air price. Prices go back up at 8 a.m. every morning here at Jewellery Maker. So if you have something in your basket, it's really important that you check out before 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, or of course before they sell out as well. JCGX76 is your code. £4.95 is all you are paying. Again, if you need to multi-buy, if you've not used them, get them home. It's a really, really useful tool, and it is an essential part of your jewellery making.
And they last such a long time. I mean, these ones, so I had these, I'll have been here for 6 years next month, and I had these then. So these are six years old.
Wow.
With the glitter handles. Yeah. And they are, I still use, so I use these every single day.
And the thing is that they are made of stainless steel. So, you know, essentially they're going to last a lifetime, aren't they? You can work hard onto them as well. You can use them like that. You know, they're really kind of heavy duty tools that you've got here. £4.95 is all you're paying. JCGX76. Now, the nylon jewel pliers, the round nose ones. Yes. The round nose pliers. So again, they're round nose, but these ones have got the nylon coating on them, the nylon protector on them. So if you are using a coated wire, for example, it protects the wire. If you're using a sterling silver wire, you know, it's just extra precaution, if you like. It's just being a little bit more careful so that we don't mark the wire in any way, shape or form. So great to have these, especially if you're using something like sterling silver as well.
Yeah, and I also think they're quite good as well. If you know that you're quite heavy-handed, I think they're quite good as well, because like they don't mark the wire, like you say. So for another reason,
they're brilliant, aren't they? DZZX06 is your code for these ones. 0800 644 655. Loads of people coming through on the website this afternoon. And remember, if you are a regular here at Jewellery Maker, that is absolutely fine. Come in and stock up on your tools. And if you know of anybody that maybe has shown a little interest in what you're doing as a jewellery maker, let them know about Jewellery Maker. Now, there's a great incentive here at Jewellery Maker at the moment for new customers. When you come in and purchase your very first purchase, regardless of the price point, so it could be something for £2.95, it could be something for £29.95, regardless of the price, when it's your first purchase, you will automatically get 2 genuine gemstone strands and a Getting Started DVD free of charge. Now that DVD is brilliant. It's going to help you start your jewellery maker journey. And those 2 genuine gemstone strands could be anything from tanzanite to sapphire to amber to pearls. It literally could be anything. DZZX06 is your code for this one. Kanza, Sandra Webb and Collector Alison and Deborah, Teresa Dawn, Collector Andrea, you're there. Congratulations to you. Lots of you coming through for those. Keep checking the website. Well done. Right. Lapidolite. There's not many of these left. These will be coming up for you very, very soon. Star buy. It means we're going to take them to an amazing price point for you. A cheeky price point. 35 chances. It's not a lot. We had 150 originally. We've only got 35 of those left. Right, first kit then. Where should we start? Because I've got lots going on here. Right. Rose gold with the 2 strands of gemstones. I've got 5 here. Okay, have a look. Oh, look at these.
They are gorgeous, aren't they?
Aren't they? And how, I mean, the versatility of a gemstone of this kind of size and around as well is fabulous. So I think from a jewellery making point of view, if there were a gemstone size shape that you could recommend to start with?
I think definitely rounds. Rounds, and so those strands would be brilliant for that. So yeah, I think rounds are a very, very good starting point. And also things to consider, think about the drill hole. So I know I've worked with both of those strands, and the drill hole's really, really good. So you know it's going to go on all your findings, the wire, things like that. So it's going to make that, as you're starting out, it's going to make that journey and you know, a lot more enjoyable and easier, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And things, I think, always think things like this as well. You know, if this is your very first kit that you're coming in for. This is, you know, your absolute introduction to jewellery making. You've never made a piece of jewellery in your life before. We've got every component here that you will need to make things like bracelets and earrings and necklace and things like that. But also, if you go onto our website and maybe have a look for some elasticity, you could maybe just start off making a simple stretchy bracelet whereby you don't need any tools at all, and you just need a little bit of glue. So stretchy bracelets are really, really wearable, are literally just threaded onto some elastic cord. You tie a knot in your elastic cord, a little bit of glue, 24 hours drying time, and you've got yourself a lovely bracelet, something really, really wearable, something the children can get involved with as well. And genuine gemstones. We've got 2 strands of genuine gemstones here. Big, big carat weights as well. So you've got 130 carats of your red garnet here, and you have 95 carats of your white agate there, both 6mm in size. So let's just say you start off with this kit, you come in and this is your first purchase. Whatever medium you decide to take up, or whether it's a few. So Claire, our guest designer, is predominantly a wire worker. If it's wire work that you decide to do, you'll be able to use your 6mm rounds. If you decide that you want to go into some kind of threading like macrame or kumihimo, your 6mm rounds you'll be able to use for that. If you want to do something like chainmail, you'll be able to incorporate your 6mm rounds into that also. So coming in for this kit would be brilliant because you've got the gemstones that you could do anything with, and all of these findings as well. So you've got your rose gold coloured copper wire. It's your 0.8mm gauge. Now the gauge that we're referring to is the thickness of the wire. A 0.8 is more structural out of all the wires. So a 1.25 is the thickest gauge that we bring you in the copper wires. This is a 0.8. So this is great for things like earring wires.
Yes,
if you're making rings and things like that.
Yeah,
as well,
so
it's a bit more
you could
structure.
do little charms. So we might demo those actually.
Yeah.
We'll do a couple of wire work motifs that would work really nicely. You know, on the stretchy bracelet that you described.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe do some hearts and
Fabulous.
flowers.
Brilliant. And you've got 10 metres of that as well. You've also got your eye pins, your head pins in there as well. You've got featherweight head pins. So if you've got gemstones with smaller drill holes, they're fantastic. You've got your jump rings in here as well. 10 of these, 7mm in size. You've got 10 crimp covers, 10 of your crimp tubes. You've got 2 of your toggle fastenings, a pair of shepherd's hooks and a pair of lever backs. And you've also got a metre-long length of chain there as well, your plated chain. Introductory offer for you. Again, do you know what? If you're a regular here at Jewellery Maker, you can still come in and get this. Come in and get this, top up your stash. We always need these findings. They're essential findings. We will always use them when making jewellery, whatever we're doing. £12.95 for everything that you have here. So, I mean, look at the jewellery. Claire, that is so pretty. That's a gorgeous design. Absolutely. I love the rose. And I think you said you were going to show us the rose at some point as well, weren't you?
We will do. We'll go through that.
Gorgeous designs. Really, really pretty. And just £12.95. It's a great kit if you're brand new to us here at Jewellery Maker. It's a great kit if you're a regular for just topping up your stash as well. Every single one of us had to start our Jewellery Maker journey somewhere, you know? Don't worry, we'll be with you every step of the way. We've got a huge Facebook community as well. So if you want to get yourself onto our Facebook page, go and like our page and follow lots of our guest designers there. There's always help at hand for you. So do get involved. It's a free telephone number, won't cost you a penny, free on the web, 60-day money back guarantee, no quibbles, no quabbles, no questions asked. We'll just give you money back if you're not 110% satisfied. 0800 644 655 at just £12.95. There are people buying 2s and 3s of this kit, and there's no limits. If you want to buy 2, 3, 5, 10, however many you need for a particular project that you've got coming up, or you know how versatile this kit is, then get as many as your budget will allow you to. Well done to Sandra and Emma's there. Collect in Hampshire, you've got 3. Karen in Essex. Collect it in London, you've got 2. Natalia in Greater London. Michelle in Cambridgeshire. James in Greater London. Julie in Yorkshire. Marilyn in Merseyside. Congratulations to you as well. 0800 644 655. Press your option number 1. That will put you straight through to the call centre, and you can confirm straight away. You'll have this home in just a couple of days' time. £3.95 standard delivery. You can upgrade to premium delivery, £5.95. You will get it just a little bit quicker if you upgrade to your premium as well. Huge saving on this kit. Well done. Right, let me just bring you one more kit and then we'll have a little look are what Claire's got to show us. Now, which one shall I do next, Ross? Yes, with the silver wire. If you've got any questions whatsoever, how do I make a jump ring? What gauge of wire do I use to make a jump ring? What gauge of wire do I use to make a head pin? Whatever it may be, 78070 is the text number. You just need to start your message with the word JM Studio. Take advantage while Claire's here. We don't normally have guest designers at 6 o'clock in the evening, only on a Thursday when it's the beginner's show. Right, have a look at this particular kit. So here we've got the same findings, but silver. Okay, so we've got your 0.8mm gauge in the silver wire, 10 of your standard disc head pins there, 10 of your eye pins, you've got 10 of your featherweight head pins, 10 of your crimp tubes and your crimp covers. I will get Claire just to demonstrate the crimps and the crimp covers as well if you're not sure what they are. You've got 10 of your jump rings, 7mm in size. We've got 2 of your toggle fastenings, pair of shepherd's hooks, and again a metre long length of wire. In this particular kit, we've got 2 incredible strands, black obsidian, diamond cut as well. These are gorgeous, with the hot pink quartz in there as well. 92 carats of your quartz and 60 carats of genuine black obsidian. Now, if you sat there thinking, oh, do you know what? I'm not sure about this because these prices seem too good to be true. And they are fantastic, they really are. But the reason that we can do this is the way that we buy here at Jewellery Maker. The reason that we can do this is because we cut out the middleman. So basically, the gemstones go from the mine to our cutting house to us here at Jewellery Maker. We don't have the overheads that retailers have. The way that we buy means that we get exceptional deals. When we build kits in this way, it means that we can do something spectacular with the prices. There's no hidden cost. There's no small print. There is no catch. This is just a great offer that you're getting today. RLXC86 is your code for this one. Lots of you coming through for this. Well done if you've already managed to check out. Even if you check out at the web price, the higher price, it's not what you're paying. Nobody pays any more than anybody else. Every single person that checks out any item will only ever pay the final low closing price tag. On this kit today, it's just £12.95. You may be thinking of starting up a new hobby. You know, lots of us, unfortunately, spending more time at home because of the current circumstances at the moment. It's the perfect time to be occupying our minds with something quite productive, actually. And for many of our viewers, it's turned into a business, a money-making business. That could be what happens for you. Lots of our guest designers here at Jewellery Maker started off as viewers as well, and are now guest designers and are on our screens, and also have them, their jewellery making pieces as businesses. It's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. Right, more kits coming up. Get your text messages in. If you're watching on the web as well, send us a message. 78070 is the text number. Right, so what can you show us then, Claire?
Well, I can start. Shall I show you? Because we have got some wire in the kits this week. So should we do a couple of different motifs, just working with wire?
Yeah, brilliant.
Okay, so if you have a look, so I've bought in some jewellery. So in these pieces, so you have got your gemstones in there as well.
Okay.
But you've got your 2 really, really popular motifs. So we've got the heart, so we'll do that, and we'll try and get them nice and even. And then you've also got the flowers as well. So the flowers work really well for connectors, little rings on their own. So you can see, so you can, if you have a look at the ring here, you can actually see that. So there's no gemstones on there. It's just the wire work. Right. So especially if you are going to sell as well, this is a nice starting, I think, for your wire work. Okay, so I'm going to work with my ring mandrel. If you haven't got one of these, you can maybe work with a pen. You just need something that you can hold on to, and we can wrap the wire around. So like you said, so the 0.8 is a nice structural wire, so we know it's going to hold its shape. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the wire off the reel. So I'm probably going to take, I've probably got about 30 centimetres there, and I'm going to snip that off. Okay, so I've got my ring mandrel here, and I'm going to hold at the bottom. So you would work out the size of the ring here, and whatever size you decide you want. So we're going to start and just wrap this around so that those wires cross. If you can get it so it's equal on both sides, that's great, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. So I'm going to hold here, and I would say for the first time you do this, don't worry too much about getting the right size. Get the sort of the the method of doing it, and then maybe worry about the sizing. So you can see, so those wires are crossed here. So you could go around again if you wanted to have a thicker ring shank, but this is you know, it's a 0.8, so it's definitely thick enough. So it's going to cross over here. So what we want to do, I'm just going to make sure, like with all wire, I just want to, before I start to get the shape that I want to get, I'm going to make sure there's no kinks in that. Okay, so I'm going to hold here. So what I'm going to do now, under this finger, I'm actually going to just start and turn these wires around. So I'm sort of twisting it, but I want to keep it quite flat. So I'll take my finger off every time I move with the wires. So I've gone around like that, so you can see this is coming around here now. So I'm going to use my thumb now and take this one around. So because I'm putting either my thumb or my finger on, I'm keeping it flat rather than sort of twisting it up and then it's rising up like this. You want to keep it so that it's a little bit flat. So if I try and do it without my finger, you can hopefully see there. Okay, so this, by doing this, this middle bit is going to give us, so it's going to lock the wires together so that it becomes a complete ring. This is also going to give us that little bud effect in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to just do a few of those so you can see how that is giving that little spiral there. Okay, so what I'm going to then do is I'm going to have a look where these are going. I'm going to leave that there. So the next thing, so we've done the twist and it's been the flat. So we've got that spiral. Then what we're going to start to do is we're going to make, so we've done the bud in the middle, we're going to start to make the petals. So the effect to have that is these wires sort of, if you have a look, they're pointing down as well. So I'm going to take this wire and it's going to go all the way around and then it's going to cross over the wire that's here. Okay, so I'm going to bring that round, that crosses over, I'm going to leave that there. And I go to this wire, and again I'm bringing it round and it crosses over that wire and comes down. Just going to make sure that they're pushed together. So now I'm going to take this one and bring round. So every time you cross the wire, what it's really doing is I'm turning the ring mandrel all the way around as well so that I can see. It's actually giving me that petal effect. So again, bring this round, come over, bring this round. So when you start to have a look at it, I'm just going to speed up a bit so that we can get to see it, and I'll hold it. I'll take it off the ring mandrel so we can see. Okay, so I'm going to stop there, slide that off. So what I've got now is, I just hold that here. We're looking for a couple of things now. We're going to have a look and see, because we're going to look at the balance now of this. So I can already see it's a little bit heavier on this side. So what I'm going to do is I might just pop it back on and I'm going to take it so that these wires, I'm just going to go and balance it out this side. So again, so I'm going to cross over and I'm going to cross over again, just so that that balance is there. And let's take it off the ring mandrel and have another look at it. Okay, so it's starting to look a little bit more even. So now with wire work, what we're looking for, you know, it's a lot stiffer. It's not thread or cotton or anything like that. So wherever we mold it and push it, that's where it's going to stay. So I can already see the best place for this wire to go is on this side, because it's sort of tucking in at the back there, and this one is going to stay on this side. So I'm just going to bring that at the back. It's gone all the way around at the back. I'm going to hold here. And what we're really doing is, so we're going to do a wrap loop now. I'm actually going to snip some of this off, I've got more than enough there. So I'm going to hold here, and I take that end and go through the centre of the ring that we've just made. Just hold it again, keep moving. So you can see the piece of the wire work I'm moving all the time so that I can get the sort of a good grip on here. And what will happen is none of this will move now, because I'm holding on to it and I'm just working with this little bit here, so we know it's going to be neat. So I'm going to wrap there, snip that off as closely as I can, and this is where your chain nose pliers come in, because I want to just tuck that little edge in. So I'm going to go round and really tuck that tiny little piece in there. Okay, so that's gone in there. So I'm going to come to the other side. So this wire naturally is sitting neatest on this side as well. So again, I'm going to come through and I'll snip this off a little bit as well. If you've got a much shorter piece of wire, so if for example we said we'd only got that much wire, it gets a little bit hard now because we've worked the wire. So this might be a little bit hard to work with your fingers. So you can, if you wanted to, you could use your tools. So I'm just going to bring this through. And again, I'm just holding on to the flower itself and bringing it round. And just bringing it round. So you're going to do exactly the same on this side. Snip that off and do the same there. So you can see that's all tucked in. And there's your little rose ring.
That's so pretty. I always think with that as well, Claire, that if you've got your wire, so if you're just using the wire from your kit, you've got 10 metres. How much did you use roughly,
well, I had
do you
lots.
think?
I was a bit greedy with it, wasn't I? So if you look at all that waste there, I could have probably done half of the amount.
But actually, it's only cost you pennies. So even if you try that for the first time, it doesn't quite go to plan. It's not really breaking the bank. That's what I like about something like this. You can keep practicing that technique until you've absolutely nailed it, can't you? We got a message in from Goldilocks, very regular customer. I love this Thursday evening show. Claire, you need to do it on Facebook so us viewers can chat and natter.
Oh, okay.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
I think Gemma does that, yes.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask her some questions then.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Last few chances on this kit are just £12 and 95 pence. Lapidolite, last few chances, it's your star buy. Look at these. These are absolutely incredible. Star buys here at Jewellery Maker. We have them every hour. They're brilliant. Do you know, it's something that's hand-picked for you, hand-selected. It might be something that's last of stock. It might be something that's brand new. Either way, it's something that will be an absolute steal of a deal for you. Now, last time I had this, well, I think we had 100 or more, 150. And we've got the last 35 today. It proved to be very, very popular indeed. I think this is great for beginners because if you're anything like me and you don't have much time on your hands, or maybe, you know, you need that inspiration, maybe you're not the most creative, but you really want to get into this, then this is ideal because the design is there for us, really. All we have to do is restrand. We can add to this if we want to very, very easily as well. So you've got that graduation already in your Lapidolite bars here. Lapidolite, completely natural gemstone. It's the most lithium bearing gemstone out there as well, and all of these inclusions are your mica within the gemstone. Almost give it like a starry night appearance. I think it's quite a romantic gemstone, Lapidolite. I love the depth of colour. It is like a galaxy, like staring into outer space. They're really, really beautiful, and the depth of colour in these is just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. We are guaranteeing this under £10, so again, remember, it doesn't matter what point you come in and check out, you'll only ever pay the final low closing price, and you know it's going under £10. 0800 644 655. We could just restrand this if we wanted to. Let's say onto some beading thread, which comes in our essential threading packs, and pop some little spacer beads in between maybe. It would look amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. I mean, it looks wonderful as it's graduated there, but I mean, they would be lovely pendants on their own, wouldn't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe with a bit of your wire work.
Yeah, I mean, you could take the two smaller ones for earrings if you wanted to, and then have one of the larger ones as a pendant drop. There's so many different options with these. You've got 11 pieces in total across the strand here. So that works out to less than £1 per gemstone. CWGP 95. Claire, is there any gemstone that jumps to mind that you might put this with? Do you think?
Purple. Oh, I like green with purple, so any green gemstone would be lovely. I think purple is really, I mean, the garnet would be beautiful in the kit that we had. If you wanted to like your rich berry colours, that might be very nice.
That works really well, doesn't it? Have a look
and
at
size-wise as well, that works really well.
Yeah. And do you know what? Sometimes it's about getting the gemstone strand home, isn't it? And just having a look at what you've already got. If, again, you're brand new and you don't have any of the gemstones yet, it might be just an outfit that you're putting this with. Different colours in your wardrobe, you know, just to try and experiment with it if you want to. Remember, you've got a 60-day money-back guarantee. It doesn't start from today. It starts from the day that you get your items delivered to your door. Then you've got 60 days to think about it. There's absolutely loads and loads of these in baskets. We've got approximately 10 left. 10 left. 25 confirmed. A couple of multi-buyers on these. Lynn in West Yorkshire's got 2. Amanda in Nottinghamshire's got 2. Sheila in Washington, good evening to you. You've got 2. Congratulations. CWGP95 is your code for these ones. I've got 3 remaining chances and over 40 in baskets right now. And I can see a lot of you have put more than one in your basket as well, waiting to check out. It's fastest fingers first. No guarantees we'll get this strand back for you. And even if we did, we can't ever guarantee the price points again. Amazing deal. Incredible. Well done if you managed to get that one. Right, we've got a question in for Claire.
Oh.
Debbie says, can you show us how to make a simple earring, please?
Ooh,
Great
a simple
show.
earring. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Debbie. Right, okay, let's have a look. So, how about if we do, so we make the whole earring from scratch.
Yeah,
so we'll
brilliant.
do the finding. I can show you how to do the little heart as well. Okay, so if you don't have any shepherd hooks, so we'll start off with that bit. Okay, so I'll use, you know, one of the scrap bits of wire that I had.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start off. So I'll make the shepherd hook finding with the wire that we've got. Okay, so I'm going to start and I'm going to make a loop. So I'm just going to start and roll that around here. So again, like with all wire work, I want to make sure that if it's really, really simple as well, that it's as neat as we can get it. So I'm just going to go in and snip off that little straight edge there. Okay, so we know now that we've got a hanging point for whatever we want to put on the earring. So we've got a hanging point here that we can open and close. So I'm just going to go up. So I'm using my step bail makers here. And I'm going to make a curve going round. Okay, so that's going to be the hook. So then I'm holding here all of this wire because we've worked it now against the pliers, so that's nice and hard. So I'm just going to give that a little bit of a kick out there so that it doesn't come out of the ear. So I'm just using, and you could use a tool if you wanted to, if you didn't want to use your fingers. So then I'm going to snip that off there. I'm working with my flush cutters. So that's a nice straight edge there. So we know we've got an earring finding now, and we've got and something we can open and close. So we've put that to the side. So then to make the little heart that we can have on that, so if I get I'm going to get the chain nose pliers and I cut. So I'm just going to take a much shorter length now. So I'm going to go with probably about, maybe it's not quite 10 centimetres there. I'm just going to snip that off. So I'm going to go to about the middle point. So this is a really, really nice, simple, again, nice simple motif with your wire if you haven't done very much before. So I'm just going to fold up. We want to try and get this so that it's equal. So I'm going to snip off a little bit there. So you could measure it with a ruler if you wanted to, or do it by eye. So I'm going to pinch there. And again, I'm going to go with my step bail makers. You could work with your round nose pliers if you wanted to. So I'm gripping the end here. I'm going to turn in. So we're going to go all the way in like that. And again, because we want to have it so that it's nice and neat, I'm going to snip off that straight edge. So by doing the two sides together, what we know is that ideally when we open it out, by forming the two wires at the same time, they should be quite nice and even. Okay, so I'm going to bring this round and move down in my pliers, and I'll bring that around here. Okay, so I'm going to just nip this in here, and again nip this in this side, so it looks a little bit like a comma or a, there we go. So if I open this out now, you can see that it is a
little trick, isn't it?
Yes, it's nice. I like that. So you can have it. You can make it so it's not symmetrical if you want it, but I do like the hearts if they are nice and even. So if you wanted to, this is quite hard now already, but if you wanted to, you could then hammer. So if I sort of show you sort of like moving on in the next stage, so you can see, so we can take the hammer, go along, and this really hardens that wire now. So you'll be able to see the difference. So that's a nice, you know, if you haven't worked with wire before, that's really quite strong now.
That's great.
Okay, so if I get the components, so my last little bit, if I think about the next component, so what you're thinking about now is the direction that all the connecting parts are pointing in. So if you think this is going to sit in your ear, so we need something that, because we've got one hanging point here, and we've got two here. So we need something in between here. So it could be a couple of jump rings that then go into this point, or if you've got a little bit of wire left, what we can do is we can start to make, so in the same way that we did with the heart, so we're going to make that V shape there, again with our chain nose pliers. We'll cut that off there, try and get it so that it's even, so we can squash that together, so they're even. So if they're even at this point, ideally, they should be even when we do the next point. So I'm just going to get my bail makers, and we're going to turn that so that we've got a loop here. So what this has given us, by making almost like a little finding like this, a piece of wire work in this shape, it's given us a double hanging point here and a single hanging point there. So if we, again, like we would with our jump rings, if we open it, and I'm going to do the same on this side, so you can see, so I've opened those so we can get into it. We can pop the heart on there and on that side, and then we can close them up. So that has given us a point to hang here and a single point here, and the same way in this one. So if we open and close this one again, so I'm supporting the finding that I've made, open this up, so we've got a nice gap, pop that in, and then close that up. So you can see, so it's quite simple, and you could embellish that with anything you want really. So on the ones I've done some wrap loops and added them on there. But you can see that's quite a nice and very versatile piece of wire work that you can use for lots of different pieces of jewellery.
And that heart component as well, of course, you could use that in a pendant if you wanted to. It's a really kind of handy component to have, isn't it? And it's a timeless classic.
Absolutely. And if you look at that one, so we're using that one, but we're using it on the side, and we've got them as links there.
Excellent.
So there's lots of different hanging points. You can see the little roses in between as well.
Amazing. Thank you so much for
You're
showing us that,
welcome.
Claire. If you've got any more questions for Claire, get texting in as soon as you can. 78070. Danuta in Hertfordshire, very regular customer. Can you use a nylon hammer to work harden?
Yes, you can, and that's especially so with your coloured wires as well. That works really nicely, and you can also get, you know, the wire whacker that we do. So that's basically like 2 sheets of the nylon, and then you just put it in. So the heart would go like that, and then you put the 2 nylon sheets together like that. So yeah, absolutely you could.
Brilliant, because it's just protecting your wire, isn't it? Any of the nylon kind of covers on your tools. Amazing. Right, have a look at this strand then. So again, rounds, it's a great shape to start with, you know, if you are new, but also again as a regular, the versatility in a 6mm round. We've always referred to it as a desert island size here at Jewellery Maker, because there isn't anything you couldn't do with this. There really isn't. 90 carats in total you've got here of your beautiful amethyst, also known as your phantom amethyst, this is. So if you've ever seen phantom amethyst, it's the same gemstone that you're looking at here. 6mm in size, 37cm strand. I love this in autumn, because I've always said no matter what time of year I've brought this gemstone to you, it's almost like you've got autumn leaves trapped inside the gemstone.
I think that one as well has like a galaxy feel to it. So it would be lovely with the bars that you had as well, wouldn't it? That would be perfect.
Yeah, definitely. Now our average strands here at Jewellery Maker are around 38cm in length. With a 38cm strand, you will get that around the wrist twice. So if you're thinking of simple stretchy bracelets, that's 2 bracelets you've got there. I think we did a little check earlier on, and it's around 91, was it 91 days until Christmas? Something like that. Do you know what? It sounds like a long time, and it is a long time. It's not a long time, it's enough time to be getting on with our jewellery making, isn't it, in between. we don't need to go to the shops. Nobody really wants to go to the shops at the moment. Stay at home, make some jewellery and gift genuine gemstones at Christmas. Perfect time to be coming in and starting a new hobby. If you want to dial in, it's 0800 644 655, option number 1. You can actually come in on the web as well. Now, you can either open up an account if you want to. That's absolutely fine. If you prefer not to at this moment in time, you can also check out as a guest. Either way, first purchase 2 genuine gemstone strands and a getting started DVD free of charge. WAKZ80 is your code for this one. Which one should I be looking for? Sorry, Ross. I don't have those here. Oh, yes, we'll do another kit and then we'll find them. Oh, Pete's got them over there. Should we do another kit and then I'll bring you that one? Okay, let's do, which one would you like to do? Oh, any of them. I've got 3. Can I do this one? Because this is very
I like this one with that pendant.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous, isn't it?
Would you look at these? Oh my gosh, this is such an autumnal kit. This is beautiful. A huge Mookite slab. Oh my gosh. And do you know what? The great thing about this as well is Mookite comes in a variety of colours. So you've got a strand of Mookite nuggets here. And you can see it kind of varies from your kind of off-whites through to your yellows, your masala hues, your greys. You get some amazing, amazing colours in Mookite. Now, the next cabochon may be the kind of terracotta hue, but it also may have splashes of yellow in there and different hues. So some of them actually quite often look like little Picassos. They really do, they're incredible. You'll never ever get 2 that are identical. So if you can, if your budget will allow you to multi-buy, okay, get a few of the kits and pick your favourite cabochon from the kit and then send the other kits back. If that's something you want to do, it's not a problem. We're more than welcome for you to do that here at Jewellery Maker, to find the exact gemstone, the right gemstone for you. So, you know, every single one of these, the kit that you get, the Mookite slab that you get in yours will be completely different to this one. We've also got a strand of your Mookite nuggets there, and I love these diamond cut jasper. The jasper and the Mookite go hand in hand, don't they? So you've got 220 carats in your Mookite nuggets. In this single gemstone, 70 carats. It's 35 by 45 millimeters in size. So with this, we could make a little pinch bail and just pop that onto some chain. Job done, no problem. You've also got in this particular kit your threading essentials. Now, I mentioned stretchy bracelets earlier on and elasticity. This is that. This is what we will need to make stretchy bracelets. So it is elastic that we're looking at. Great for stretchy bracelets. For all of the 6mm rounds we've had, it's perfect for that. You've also got your monofilament, which is kind of like an invisible thread, if you like. Great for floating necklaces and ladder weaves. And then you've got your beading thread as well. So this beading thread has got a bit of a core to it as well, so it will kind of hold its shape, if you like. You can macrame with this, you can crochet with it if you want, but just for classic kind of necklace designs, it's ideal, it's perfect. And all of these gold findings, amazing. So all of your findings here, we've got all of your head pins, so 10 of each. You've got your standard size head pins, you've got your featherweight head pins, and your eye pins as well. You've got a metre long length of chain. You've got some lever back earring findings and a pair of shepherd's hook findings. We've got 2 of your toggle fastenings. We've got crimps and crimp covers and jump rings. I must get you to show us, Claire, before you go, crimping and crimp covers.
Yeah,
for
sure,
all of our new customers that are not. I had no idea what a crimp and a crimp cover was when I started here at Jewellery Maker. Everything here for £14.95. Your threads come in your organza bag as well. You can use this for gifting later on if you want to, or storage. IZXC39 is your code for this one. Did you say pink opal? Claire, you are going to love this strand.
Oh, I can see it already.
And Claire loves delicate gemstones. You love hearts, don't you? You love pink gemstones. Yeah. Look at this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Genuine pink opal you've got here, micro-faceted. They are absolutely stunning. So these would be great. You know how you talked about embellishing the heart and you've got some little gemstones on the bottom of the earrings.
They'd work perfectly, wouldn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, the pink and the hearts go hand in hand, don't they? And have a look at these. 260 carats of your picture jasper. I love the picture jasper. Again, I think it's great for autumn. But at the moment in home decor, we're seeing a lot of the greys and the pinks together. They go hand in hand. These are the beautiful, beautiful strand. Massive carat weight of 260 carats. And in this particular kit, again, we're looking at another colourway in your findings. So they're rose gold coloured findings here. We've got your toggle clasps, 2 of those. Featherweight head pins, 10 of those, 10 of your standard size head pins, 10 of your eye pins. We've got a metre long length of your chain, a pair of shepherd's hooks, 10 of your crimp tubes, 10 of your crimp covers, 10 of your 7mm jump rings, and 10 of your spacer beads there as well. So everything we need to be making earrings, bracelets, necklaces, whatever we want to do, we can do it with what we have here. RGXC87, £14.95. Earrings, I mean, you could take one of these head pins, and one of these jaspers, and just pop it onto the head pin. Do a wrap loop on the top, and then add your shepherd's hook. And that's your earring. Do that twice.
Gorgeous.
You've got a lovely pair of earrings. Beautiful, really, really wearable. For £14.95, you've got so much in this kit. Lots of you multi-buy. In fact, you know what? Every person that's checked out so far has bought 2. Massive, massive, well done. Jill in Greater Manchester, this kit is so pretty. Love this jasper, it's stunning. It really is, isn't it, Jill? I love this jasper. It's one of the varieties that we don't see very often at all. It's gorgeous. Another message from Lisa in West Yorkshire. Claire, you make everything look so easy. I just love your demos.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks very much.
Lots of practice.
Thank you. And that's what it is. It is practice. It's, you know, if you the more you do, the easier it'll become. Definitely.
Another message in from Elaine in Newport. She says, "Hi both. Really love the beginner hours and watch every week. Please could Claire show the easiest way to do some rosemary linking? I love rosemary." Rosary linking. Rosary.
Yes,
do you know
Elaine,
when I read it, I thought, hang on a minute. Rosary linking. Oh, I love rosary linking, and especially with more delicate gemstones.
It's a really good. It's a good way of working with your wire, and getting some light into the gemstones as well. So we've had a few rounds where there's a lot going on, and so this would be a nice technique, I think, to work with those. So if you sort of go back a step from your rosary linking, I would say make sure that you've got some practice in of your wrap loops. Okay. So I'll show you how to do the wrap loop, and then we'll transfer that into your rosary linking. Okay, so I'm going to take some of the rounds. So I've got my head pin, and I've just put the round on here. So tools wise, I'm going to work with my mainly my round nose pliers, and I might use my chain nose pliers as well. So I've got the I've put the round on, and that's gone all the way down. So now I'm going to work with my round nose pliers. So this is where, if you wanted to get it very, very exact, what some people do is they might use a permanent marker, and they might put a little mark on their pliers so that they know every time that they do one of their rosary links or a wrap loop, if they match it up to the little line that they've put there, it's going to be exactly the same. That's sort of, you know, if you're going to do an awful lot and you're going to be a real perfectionist about it. So, but it's a handy tip as well. So I've put that in, so it's probably gone down maybe just about half the way down into my pliers. And you can see on the other side, so it is resting right on top of the round, okay? So I'm going to just make a bend at first. So that first bend, so if I take my pliers out, you can see the little stalk that has come from the top of the round here, and it's this stalk that we're going to wrap around. So if I put it all the way into my pliers here, that stalk would be much longer, so I'd have to have more wraps going around it. Okay, so if I pop it back in here, so what we can do now is I'm going to bring my pliers around. So I've just moved, they were like this, and then I've just moved them around here. Okay, and it's still, the pliers are still sort of butting it in, I get right into that corner here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to push the head pin so it takes the form of the top of the pliers. So I'm just taking it nice and slowly, so it's forming around a really nice loop around the side of my pliers, which is why it's really important to get yourself some good pliers so it's a nice smooth surface. So now you can take it out and you can have a look. So you've got almost like a mini shepherd hook or a question mark. Okay, so what we want to do, so it was like that, but what we need to do is we need to take this wire and we want to wrap it around that first stalk that we made. Okay. But this part of the pliers is in the way, so we're going to swap and just pop it in here. So again, it finishes off the loop, so it goes all the way around, it comes around. So now this, to get a wrap, if you can like make sure the angle here is coming out at a nice sort of right angle in here as opposed to dip like that. Okay, so I'm now going to take this and we're going to wrap all the way down to the end.
Make it look so easy again.
It's because I have done probably about 3 million of them. So
do you know,
that's why.
Every time, this is the one thing that I cannot get right. Like, I cannot do it. And I'm watching you trying to see where I'm going wrong, and I think it's that, because when I do the
that
wrap,
angle,
I
promise you it's that
angle. But you just keep going. I think that angle does make a difference. So that was our wrap loop. So if we then take it to the rosary linking, which you will see is the same technique. What you're going to do is you're going to work with wire. So if you just pretend that it's a really, really long head pin and just don't overthink it, I'd say. So you're not going to have an end, but you're just doing that same wrap loop. So if we pretend that this is a big head pin, I've still got the same tool, so I've got my round nose pliers. So again, let's pretend that this is a head pin and there's my pliers are sitting on top of the round here. And I'm going to, again, make that first bend, move my pliers over, all the way around. So I'm pushing to take the form of the pliers, move it round so that we can access the little stalk that we're pretending is on here. Bring it round. And again, so I do so 1, 2, 3 wraps, okay? And we can actually get into that a lot better. Do you always do 3 wraps, Claire?
I do like 3. I don't know, this is my lucky number, so maybe that's why. I just think it looks quite neat. Yeah. So I can now put on, so I've got the wrap loop at the end. If I pop the round on there, and I'm going to do exactly the same now. Right. So just pretend it's the reverse. So we're going to go round, and this time you've just got a very, very long piece of wire to work with. So again, 1, 2, 3, and cut off. So we've now got, if you think about it in terms of links, we've now got 2 closed links. So just go and snip that off. So we've got 2 closed links there. So what we're going to do is we're going to start again exactly the same way that we did. Create that loop, but this time we're going to stop at this point here, so we're not going to go and do the wrap. Right. So we've created the shape of the loop, but we haven't locked it off at the moment. So if we take the closed link off and we slide that on, and you can almost hear it so that it'll click into place there. So that closed loop on this side has gone into the loop that's here. So I'm just going to hold this out of the way. I'm not going to grip too tightly. All I'm doing is just keeping this
So you're not putting the pliers back in at this point?
No, not yet. I'm just going to pop that there, and I'm going to wrap on this side. So again, it's that wrapping around the wire. And take the next one, add the bead on, let it fall all the way, and then you're going to carry on. So I'll speed up this one so you can see, and then you've got your 2 links. And what you could do if you wanted to make a pair of earrings, if we add the component that we've already done, so in the same way we've got a closed loop here, the open one here. So again, slide that in here. And just, you can almost, I don't know whether you could hear that little click then. You can certainly feel it when it goes into the loop. And again, I go in, just snip that off as close as you can. So you can see now that's given you your rosary link with a little wrap loop at the end. Gorgeous. So there we go.
And what gauge wire did you use to do that?
So I used for that one a 0.6. So it's slightly finer than the 0.8 that you've got. I would say that's 0.6 is a really good gauge to start with. You can do it if it's smaller gemstones, maybe with a pink opal, you could do it with a 0.4, or if you're really strong, you could do it with the 0.8.
Wow, amazing. Thank you, Claire, for showing us that. Right, some more messages in as well. We've got one from Vanessa in North York. She says, thank you, Claire. I've managed my first rose wirework ring from your demo. Never thought I would find it easy to do, but your demo made it so. Claire does, doesn't she? It's make it look so easy.
Thank you.
And you're very clear. I love it that you're very clear the way you explain things as well.
Oh, thanks, Hannah.
Thank you. Joyce in Georgia says, glad I tuned in. Thanks for the tutorial on how to make the loops. I have been doing them wrong.
Oh,
well,
thanks, Joyce.
Sometimes I do it now, and you just have like a complete block, and I just think, I can't remember how to. The rose ring I did with that ages ago, and I tried to do one in stone silver.
And it happens to us all, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Right, I've got one more kit to bring you. Multicoloured. Look at this. This is a really, really fun, happy kit. I love this. I really do. This is such a great kit to have. Look at these colours. Wow. Really, really beautiful. You have a massive, massive carat rate, 170 carats of your multicoloured quartz here. 170 carats, 8mm in size. Look at all of those wonderful colours. You've got peridot hues, you've got, in fact, chrome dioxide hues in there. You've got citrine hues going on. Those hot pinks are gorgeous. We've got another threading essential pack, but this time you've got your silver coloured beading thread, as opposed to the gold in the last kit. And all of your findings in this particular kit are silver. So they're your silver coloured base metal findings. We've got 10 of your featherweight head pins, 10 of your standard size head pins, 10 of your eye pins. We've got a metre long length of your silver coloured chain. We've got 2 of your toggle fastenings. We've got a pair of shepherd's hooks in there, another pair of your lever backs. We've got 10 of your crimp tubes, 10 of your crimp covers, and a 7mm jump ring in there as well. XWXC, wow, 79 at just £11.95. How amazing.
That's brilliant,
is
isn't it? And the thing that's lovely with the strands like that is you can keep it so that it's that multicoloured look, and it, like you say, it's really bright and cheerful and colourful. Or if you wanted to make just lots of earrings, you pair them up.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's that chrome dioxide. It looks completely different. So it's such a versatile strand.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? And I think there's something for everyone in this strand as well. So again, it's a great one to come in for if you're new to jewellery making. All you have to do is dial the number at the bottom of your screen. It's a free telephone number, 0800 644 655. You'll have the kit home in a couple of days' time, and then you've got 60 days to think about it. For whatever reason you change your mind, you just send it back. It's a no quibble money back guarantee. We've had an amazing selection of kits for you this evening, 5 to choose from. All phenomenal prices. It's a great way of starting off your jewellery making journey, because you've got all the components that you need here. Lots of multi-buyers tonight as well. So for lots of regulars coming in, taking advantage of these incredible price points. Remember, every Thursday at this hour, 6 o'clock. So I will always be joined by Claire, guest designer Claire Macdonald, and Becky on the other side will always be joined by guest designer Gemma Crow, taking you through these beginner shows. So you can contact us in the meantime if you want to, via our email, on Facebook. You can contact Claire on Facebook as well if there's anything that you need to see, if there's anything that you just can't get, if there's anything you want us to show you, whatever it may be. If you've got any requests for the show, if you want us to put anything into the show tool-wise or gemstone-wise, or a demonstration with a cabochon, for example, do let us know, because we do read all of your messages, and we'll do our best to bring you everything that we possibly can. So every Thursday at 6 o'clock, we'll have your beginner show for you. So also let your friends and family members know as well, if there is anybody you can think of that might be interested in jewellery making, that maybe is very creative, and you just know that they'll love this, or is a collector of gemstones, whatever it may be. Just let them know about what we do here at Jewellery Maker, and let them know about the 6 o'clock hour on a Thursday evening. Claire, thank you so much for all your demos this evening. Amazing pieces of jewellery. When will you be back?
I'm back a week tomorrow. I think on a morning show, yeah.
Okay, so tune in a week tomorrow to see Claire on the morning show. I am here for another hour. I've got your Wall of Fame entries. If you're brand new, make sure you stay with us. You're going to love these Wall of Fame entries. They'll give you some great inspiration. I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes.